sure he could build a Leandries, but once we get into the later portions of that game, that magic damage is not going to stack up much against something like this Udyr. So a really nice frontline priority, but gets spotted up by Hung. But the control ward will spot him out. Linfeng going for the two-man knockup, does combine it with the last breath, but not enough damage in response. The wind wall doing a ton to block out all the DPS that Nayo is able to provide, though. There comes the Eep two-man knockup. It will be first blood, secured by LGD, as Hung flashes away from the knockup of YCX.
Contest for these grubs.
Yeah, Starry and Harry getting first move does mean that OMG, despite not having their jungler at level 6, are able to get the priority around the grubs. So that is a small win for them. However, it will be matched by Sasa, getting a big wave under turret, getting him a free reset, and also that kill, of course, going over to LGD. It was a very aggressive play from Linfeng, maybe a little bit too aggressive, as Hung was never really in the area and had the opportunity to do much in that fight. So that's more priority for OMG in the mid lane. The Grub's now spawning in 40 seconds. That Dragon's still not taken, by the way, as Nayo will once again start it up.
Well, now they're just going to make a dive on top lane. XQW has no jump. Sasa can teleport for this.
Knockup connects.
But oh!
There comes the last breath. It's all fine and dandy here for OMG. They get themselves their first kill of the game, and those Grubs also available. White stacks, but he is going the lethality build, which doesn't become very easy to kill that Udyr. We'll see how the rest of this game goes, but right now the fight is around these Grubs. LGD want to try to even up the count. They at least get one, but here comes OMG. Dominance already popped. XQW jumping in onto Linfeng, who pops the wind wall, but the big ultimate on the other side comes in from Moham. The quickness knocks up one. There comes Linfeng with the last breath, and Xiaoya is already down. Linfeng now dashing into the YCX. Flashes to follow it up, and the Feats of Warfare are claimed by OMG. Nayo still wants the kill. He steals away one of the Grubs and pops the losing lullaby onto 3 members. Hung dashing forward. Will it be enough? Sasi's still low, but will be able to survive. Starry gets bursted down by XQW, but Linfeng is still alive. He's dashing and slashing his way through, but Sasi still doesn't die. He picks up one. He flashes himself in the middle and gets a double kill. The Udyr is unstoppable here. It's just now a 1v2, and Harry will fall. It's an ace for LGD.
Swo and a Maokai in the area, but does mean that they are giving up mid-wave priority. I wonder if Linfeng, he knows. Nope, he does not. Well, sleep's already landed, bro. Sorry, man.
Linfeng probably dead here. Not going to find anything. There's the Blooming Blows from Nayo to pick it up. That's kill number 2 for him.
And look for, picks into side lane, trying to grab early, to try to grab some respawned camps. I think that would make it much more difficult for OMG to be able to play this game.
I just keep looking at this team comp here. If you're Starry, how do you not go? How are you building? Why are you building lethality? Not gonna happen this time.
All right, well that's gonna be the Herald going over to OMG. Linfeng and Hung are already there. It's gonna be a little bit of damage using this bullet time from Xiaoya, but again, this is just to make sure that we have mid priority. And like if they wanted to make sure they get that gold and take out that mid tier one, that should have been their play with the Rift Herald and the 4 Grubs. So now it's a punishment. Now LGD get the first turret and they get gold into this Tristana.
And I don't think that this is a coincidence that going up against an Udyr who's building his full armor and a double marksman comp, it's going to be very tough for them. They're going to have to try to make something happen quickly, but it's just not working out for them as now YCX getting targeted here. Okay, here comes Linfeng. There comes the last breath. It knocks up just Nayo, but he's able to flash away. Here comes the re-engage. Harry's able to pick up the first kill. It will be a 1-for-0 so far, and the health bars are on OMG's side. However, Sasa still full HP. XQW still trying to dish out some DPS. Bullet time comes out. Moham forces the flash away, and now LGD can go for the re-engage. Harry must try to lock down the Tristana, and XQW will fall, but it will be matched by Harry going down. Now Xiaoya stuck in a bad of things, but now the Udyr is ready to cook here in this team fight off. Nayo taking down Moham. It's a triple kill for Nayo. It's going to be a quadra kill, a pentakill for Nayo. Welcome to the LPL, my friend. But Sasa was hidden away. What the hell, man?
Earn it, brother.
That's why I wasn't expecting the pentakill. I saw Nayo was in Zonia. It was like pretty low HP.
Yeah.
Just RNG'd his way into it. Okay, hey.
Udyr, so we need to see them pilot this perfectly.
Well, they're going to try to kill the seemingly unkillable champion here in Lilia. Throws out the Chain of Corruption, not even close to finishing off a kill. And there comes Sasa into the back line. This Udyr just continuously, unrelentingly going after OMG in a 1v5. And he's able to run away with his life. Linfeng ults to his doom. And now here comes LGD. The rocket jumps forward from XQW. Will get himself a double kill.
Okay, well, that's just got to be the end of the game here. They're going to grab Otacon. It's going to be ruinous Otacon as well. So increased rewards from the 3 dragons that they already have access to, a ton of these blood roses. So the experience differential is only going to grow. OMG for their prizes, they'll at least grab themselves mid-tier 1, but Grapes, it feels like it's been a 3-0 basically from LGD. Minor missteps in game 1, but this is just, this game's over.
If we just didn't for fun it, like around enemy base
top side, yep.
in 45 minutes into the game, like 30 minutes into the game, when we had a 10k gold lead. If you're OMG, there's not much you can do at this point. Look at Linfeng right now also getting bursted underneath his tier 2. YCX and the rest of the squad taking down this top lane turret, and just a small response on the other side from Harry. It's not going to matter too much if you just keep losing towers on the other side of the map.
They literally, it doesn't even matter if Harry split pushes. It's going to be gold, like short-term gold, just to maybe edge some of it back into their favor, but you and their lane opponents. And the game doesn't get easier. Yes, maybe Yasuo 3-4 items if you find a pick here onto...
Here we go. One attempt. It will be a pick. Nicely done by Moham to set that one up. And so OMG going to try to find something after those two have take a lot of time to kill, especially with the team composition that OMG have and the deficit that they are facing right now. The Dragon has been started up, and looks like this could be OMG sending it all the way in this do or die game number 3. Here comes that Nature's Grasp, but a 3-man knockup already comes in from YCX.
He stole it!
The Dragon is stolen away by Hung, and XQW is forced to rocket jump away with less than 100 HP. He will go down. Sasa will finally fall. Will this be the fight? Nayo now the target, but Xiaoya will flash away and pick up that first kill. Moham barely missed out on the knockup, and now Xiaoya can go off here. It's a 2v3, but the health bars are on LGD's side. Blooming blows, gets dodged away from Moham looking for a knockup. He will miss, and the Make It Rain goes down into Linfeng as well. Swirl Seek connects. Linfeng's running the wrong way, buddy. He's going to try to dash through these minions, but will not last for long. Nayo picks up the kill, and LGD once again win the fight.
But look at how close that fight was, and they still got the Dragon. OMG are trying to hold out here. They just rip open this Baron. It's so fast from them.
Here comes the Nature's Grasp. Hung, can he pull off another Miracle Steal? It does a decent chunk of DPS, but the Baron will get taken down, and it is Nayo to secure it. Now Sasa in a beautiful spot on the front line, but here comes the dive. They go in onto Nayo, who's forced to go golden early. Bullet time comes out and will barely not burn down Linfeng. He will live for just a little bit longer. Harry with the dominance picks up a 1k shutdown, but Xiaoya and XQW are still alive, and the main AD carries for LGD are going to be the ones to carry them throughout this team fight. They get the Baron and they get 4 more kills.
Importantly, will be safe when it comes to their Nexus.
It should be the top lane inhibitor at least, as another tier 2 in the mid lane will go down by XQW. Maybe they can turn that into a second inhibitor tower as well. The death timers, though, are coming up rather quick, so LGD have to get out before they take that second inhib.
All right, smart play. Good job coming out from them. They'll get their resets in, and they'll be able to have this Baron for the entire duration.
The Udyr, he still lived for a long time. That was the first time he actually died, and that's a big one here. Teleport comes in, though. They already burst down Starry, but here comes Linfeng, and OMG find the kill on the Xiaoya. YCX is going to go down as well. It's going to be a 2-0 in favor of OMG. Now the target is going to be Sasa. They look for Nayo as well. XQW is low. He rocket jumps away, barely dodging away from the knockup of Moham. And Sasa on the Udyr is now unstoppable. Here comes Nayo as well. Underneath the tier 2 tower they go. Guardian Angel already parked onto Harry. They're fighting 2v3, but still Starry's alive. He gets a shutdown onto the Udyr, and he gets himself another. They go way too far forward, and OMG keep themselves alive at the cost of another inhibitor going towards XQW.
Okay, but 20 seconds, and look at how long these death timers are. I'm just looking at this, and hey, who cares about this replay? Ocean Soul on the table. Harry down to half HP from that combo.
Time. It takes Starry down to half HP. Chain of Corruption lands onto the Misfortune, but they don't do much with it. This is going to be sold for LGD, as OMG don't want to lose the game over potentially flipping another Smite fight. So extra healing, extra sustainability for LGD. They continue to add to their lead. But now you're starting to wonder a little bit here, Alk. I know we thought it was going to be LGD favored from the start of this game.
Tier 3, but I mean, there's a Tristana, there's these double marksmen. All of these structures fall like paper in front of them.
Oh, Linfeng! He finds a knockup on XQW. Chunks him down to about 1,000 health. Xiaoya still untouched in the
He's
back line.
gone.
And look at Nayo in the middle of the entire enemy base. And that's the team fight that LGD were looking for. One more jump forward from XQW to seal the deal. LGD, it looked a little bit scary here that they threw that first game, but they have looked dominant against OMG over the last two, and they will pick up their first series win of 2025 Split 2.
Out of 5 games, they now get to have.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.